I wanted to just get your assessment, not on yourself, but on the overall defensive line play this year. Do you think you guys are like on point to where you want it to be? Because I know you've been dominating, or is there still another level you think you guys can get to?
Yeah, we definitely been doing good so far, but it's definitely another level we could tap into. It's just the small details we have to hone in on practice and film and things like that we could all play as a really elite D line rather than a good D line.
Awesome. We'll go over to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey Ruben, how are you?
Good to you.
Doing well. So just looking at film on the Gators and stuff. Just what have you seen from their offensive line? What do they do well? What's going to present a challenge for you guys this week?
They're a veteran group, people that are really well communicated. They all play really physical, and they play as one. So we're gonna have to come out and just trust in our coaches and play our brand of football. Really, they somebody that's very experienced. They know what they're doing. But like I said, they're a veteran group, got a lot of snaps under their belt as well, offensive line.
And this game for you, last year for everyone, it was, I'm sure a great time going up to the Swamp and winning. But for you, getting hurt 3 or 4 plays into the game, I'm sure that was frustrating. So just, how frustrating was that for you? Not getting a chance to really fully celebrate with everyone else, and just how excited are you to get a chance to get, really take part in this rivalry?
It was very frustrating, but that was last year, so we just focusing on this year. And I'm super excited for the chance to just go out there and play football again. Very healthy, and just play a brand of football that I want to play. It's an amazing opportunity. I get to just do something again for another week.
Good. So through 3 games, I guess, just how would you evaluate the way you guys on the D line have played and how you've created havoc for other quarterbacks? Just how would you evaluate how you guys have done as a unit?
I think we've done well. We can always get better. Um, but it really doesn't mean anything unless we keep doing it week by week. So we've done good enough from up to now, and we got to keep going, doing better and better every week.
What are some of the things that you guys want to work on and improve on?
Rush lanes, as we start to play more agile quarterbacks, we got to have rush lane. We got to have discipline at rush lanes. That's the biggest thing. And then when it comes to the run, we want to continue to knock the line of scrimmage back and earn third down, earn the right to rush the passer.
Awesome. We'll go over to Luke Cheney. Luke.
Hey, Akheem, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Good. So just to kind of piggyback a little bit off Adam's question, talking about your own performance. I mean, a strong start to the season for you. Just how would you evaluate your starts to the season?
Well, I think I've done decent, or I've done pretty well, I guess. But I don't really focus on what I've done. I just try to keep getting better and better. Our goal really is to win my one-on-one every play. Every game, every play, win your one-on-one, and the rest will take care of it. Do your 111th.
And then I also want to ask about UF, just what has kind of stood out about their offense on film. And on that same note, what has just stood out about the offensive line they have?
They have an experienced group, and I'm excited to go against them.
Yeah, hey Ahmad, can you just talk? Obviously, you've been studying Florida all week. Just talk about, they haven't obviously fared well on offense, but when you turn on the film of them, what do you see from that offense and that challenge?
I see a lot of dogs. They have a good running back, good center, good quarterback. You feel me? They got a good O line. You can tell they all play together. They're a good group of veteran guys. You feel me? You can tell they also like play a lot of snaps, college football, and it showed like from the film last year to this year. It's still the same unit and all that. So we just gotta get ready to get after them. You feel me?
Awesome. We'll go over to Adam Lichtenstein. Adam.
Hey, Ahmad, how's it going?
What up? How you doing?
Doing well. So obviously UF has, one of the top centers in the country and Jake Slaughter. So just how much, David, all the defensive tackles kind of relish the challenge of facing a guy who's getting the accolades, getting the honors, who's obviously a very good center.
We still gotta respect our opponent at the end of the day. Everybody the same, everybody bleed the same. So yeah, you feel me? He is a good player, so we definitely gonna get after him. Our coach been getting us right. Everybody been getting us right. So we just ready the ball, you feel me?
And you mentioned the running game, like UF's running game. Just what do they do that makes them difficult to stop?
They just got a good running back, good O-line, like I said, very experienced O-line. Number 13, 24, good 2 running backs. So we just ready to, you feel me? Play ball, like I'm saying.
And then just looking back at last year's game, just what were some of your favorite memories from, a year ago?
Definitely winning, but last year was last year, so we gotta do it again. We're gonna do it again.
And I'll just keep it rolling. Just looking at the whole defensive tackle rotation, you, David Blay, Justin Scott, Dante Simpson, all these guys. Just what have you liked about how you guys have performed so far, and what do you think you guys need to improve on?
As week to week going on, we can definitely improve on just causing the scene every play, every snap, and definitely just going together like how we've been doing since spring, since Blay and Dante got here. So just keep coming along. We got D-Lou. D-Lou been getting us right, and just keep molding together. Be one of the most dominant fronts in the country.
All right, we'll throw it over to Daryl at Footballville. Daryl, you want to go ahead?
How you doing? You were here last year. This year you guys seem to be getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and a lot in the backfield. What would you attribute that to? If you had to say one or two things as the reason why, what would you attribute to the production you guys had up front?
Coaching, this new defense we got, everything. We can just play free, play fast, play how we usually play, how we used to. We don't got to think about which way to go, which way to just line up and play ball at the end of the day. And that's what our coaches want us to do, just clear minds, clear feet, fast feet, feel me?
Yeah, perfect. Hey, David. So I want to ask you about DJ Lagway in particular and the importance of making him uncomfortable. He's had some mistakes. Obviously, everyone's seen them. How big a key is that going to be to make sure that he can't, sort of escape the pocket and make some plays with his arm?
I'll say it's very important. He's a very good athlete, but I feel like the game plan and the concept we're going with is the same for every week, you know what I'm saying? Like keep pressure on the quarterback from all angles, from the middle to the edge, There's none extraordinary that we're doing in that sense.
All right, we'll go over to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam?
Hey, David, how's it going?
How you doing?
Doing good. So it seems like just, from an outsider's perspective, this game is really going to be a real big battle in the trenches. Just what have you seen from the Florida offensive line, and just how difficult do you think it'll be to try to stop their running game this week?
I think it's going to be a pretty good challenge, a fun challenge at that. I feel like every week seeing like the different schemes and the different type of offenses that everybody runs, it makes the game funner. It's not the same thing repetitively, but we're gonna just keep attacking, you know what I'm saying, trying to make sure our technique is pristine. And once that's fixed, we're playing ball from that point on.
And then, I know you're not from Florida. It's your first year with the team, so you didn't play UF last year. But just, what have you heard from coaches, from students, from teammates, just about this rivalry and how much, playing these in-state teams means to, the fans and everything?
I'm just hearing that they're a good team. Can't take any team lightly. I like to think of it as like any given Saturday, anything can happen. It's college football, but we're just preparing with our technique and we're preparing, man. Preparing like we're playing anybody else.
And then just, with college game day coming on Saturday, it's going to be a fun environment. How do you guys stay focused and all that? How do you, just make sure you lock in, don't get distracted?
We start locking in from today, start blocking the noise out, really focusing on our film, our technique and things like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's for like college game day, man. I'm just excited for the fans. Hope they have a good time.